Greetings everyone, and welcome to Japan Flight Tours. On behalf of halberdandrifle, hello, it's Manteum. How's it going? It has been a busy Friday, and I'm late. But yeah, how are you guys? I'll just swap the camera around. Hello everyone, how's it going? How's it hanging? Oh yep, it's been nuts. It's been busy. So busy, in fact, when I came home I thought, oh okay, I got a couple of hours, so I'll just close my eyes. Yeah, woke up. It's like, oh crap, I'm late. So I kind of woke up at the time that we normally stream, and it only took me about half an hour to get ready because all this setup. But yeah, how are you going? Okay. Let me adjust the sound because I need to make sure that there we go. Yes, I attempted just to blink. I attempted to, okay, maybe just half an hour, maybe 15 minutes. Yeah, and then it was game over. It was game over. But at least I woke up just in time. I mean, I woke up. It's like, okay, at least. Well, there's a few good things, because one thing there was the time change. So wherever you are, or wherever I am, there's an extra hour of daylight left. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm awake now. Or am I? Or is this a dream? I don't want to think about that. I don't want to. Okay, so today's trip, where is the map? I've actually installed or reinstalled a mod which adds the castle, the Kanazawa castle. So it might be different. I haven't actually checked it out. I only just rendered where I am now, but even this Kanazawa station, Ishikawa, but yeah, we'll go to that castle that we were in before. We're just rendered in a mountain and no castle. Hopefully there will be a castle there. But looking down south, hang on, let's go. Aha! Alright. Hang on, let me enlarge this map a bit too. So, yeah, so the castle is up here. We shall be coming down, and we'll go down the coast. Yeah, down Komatsu Airport. We'll just do a few scans as well. And then we'll come down to Washi Dam. And then go towards Mount Kanmurai. Then we'll go to the coast, go to Suranga oh wow, okay, it's another nuclear plant. And then I have to think. I have to head to a region, don't I? Because we'll be leaving Choshu region and heading towards Kansai region. Kansai is the central region where there's Osaka, Kyoto, all those places. So this is all Kansai here. Maybe I should go the northern part of Kansai. Go down. Well, there's only nuclear plants here, and the a mountain or land feature called Onashanidate. We'll see what that is. But if there's not much places, so we'll go down the northern part of Kansai. And come down. Hang on, it is Kansai, isn't it? Is it normal that your body is more transparent than your head? Well, it's suppose you're a ghost of some sort. Yes, I am. Well, it's only more transparent because I think the flight gear I use, which is from, if you don't know the reference, it's from Gundam. But, yeah, my suit is green. Actually, no, if I lean down here, it's just as transparent, I think. But I think it's a flat green, so you can see through it more. But yeah. But you never know. You never know if your favorite YouTuber has legs. Could be just the waist. Actually, that's also something with some yokai as well. I believe they have no legs. Or why do ghosts have legs? All right. In any case, let us start our engines. Let's come down here. Let's unfold our wings. Oh, do ghosts have legs? It might depend on the culture. True, yeah, actually you're right. It really would depend on the culture. And it also depends on what type of ghost too. I do know around in the Philippines there's something called a aswang. And they don't even have a waist. I think the body ends at the waist. Or at least that's what the B-grade Filipino horror films showing me. That they kind of like, it's like an ass wing is like a vampire ghost thing with wings, and they just don't have legs. They just don't have a torso. Well, actually no, they end at the torso. I wonder if it's a ghost with just legs and no body. We know there's ghosts without heads. But what about ghosts without a torso? Okay, let us start our engine. Engine start. Oh, did it start? Come on. There we go. Oh man, that started fast. Okay, I'm just gonna check the sound here. Is everything cool? Yeah, I think it's good. I'm just gonna turn down the music just a little. And then we shall be on our way. Okay. Oh wait, hang on, that's another thing too. I was such a rush that let me align my chat. Yeah, okay, that's good. Alright. Get us centered. Move the wheels down so I can see. And let's launch. Yeah, but livery today is actually the one of the actual liveries which you get with the Omnicopter. Well, no, this is a livery pack actually. So, all right, bring that back up. Now let's check if this mod for Kanazawa Castle works. Oh. Well, I mean, there's a few. Oh, wait. Ooh. Well, the objective today is to follow the coast and head to a few points of interest on the map to see what they are. But eventually we have to head into Kansai, which is one of the central regions in Japan, and go around the northern coast. But for the meantime, right now, we're just going to see if this mod is actually loaded. This mod that shows what? Oh, yeah, this mod that shows some places around Kansai. So I see these tall buildings here. I wonder if that's part of it.
Kanazawa Station is a major railway station in Kanazawa, Ishikawa, Japan, operated by West Japan Railway Company, the private railway operator Hokuriku Railroad, and the third sector operator IRR Ishikawa Railway. Beneath a square in front of the junior station is Hokutetsu Kanazawa Station, the terminal of the Hokuriku Railroad Asanagawa Line. The station opened on the 1st of April 1898. With the privatization of Junior on the 1st of April 1987, the station came under the control of Junior West. From the 14th of March 2015, with the opening of the Hokuriku Shinkansen extension from Nagano, local passenger operations over sections of the Hokuriku line running roughly parallel to the new Shinkansen line were reassigned to different third sector railway operating companies. From this date, Kanazawa Station will become the western terminus of the IR Ishikawa railway line of Ishikawa Prefecture.
You can see by the image is that this has that interesting giant torii gate that has twisted pillars of wood and all that stuff. I just realized this is the station that has that giant wooden torii gate. Hello Suzu, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. I got a bad feeling that the castle hasn't loaded. Or maybe that was the wrong mod. Let's check further in. And if not, it's alright, it's alright. There's plenty more castles. I don't think it's loaded up. Oh, what was this building?
Kanazawa Castle is a large, partially restored castle in Kanazawa, Ishikawa Prefecture, Japan. It is located adjacent to the celebrated Kenroku-en Garden, which once formed the castle's private outer garden. It was the headquarters of Kaga domain, ruled by the Maeda clan for 14 generations from the Sengoku period until the coming of the Meiji Restoration in 1871. Originally the site of a fortification of the Iko-Iki peasants' kingdom, Kanazawa Castle was built by Sakuma Morimasa in 1580, a general of Order Nobunaga. In 1592, the castle was rebuilt by Maeda Toshiai, and was held by the Maeda clan until the Meiji Restoration of 1868, and turned over to the Japanese Imperial Army in 1871. Most of the structures were destroyed by fire over the centuries, and most buildings today are reconstructions based on the appearance of the castle in the 1850s.
Oh geez, okay, well that'll explain why there's not really a big keep. But you can see that the outer wall survived. And of course, this could be also affected by the Tokugawa regime, where they only allowed 1 castle per clan, if that clan was big enough. So yeah, okay, so that actually loaded. Yeah, you can see all the other structures that belong to the area around this castle complex. Which is interesting about Japanese castles, or in Japan, they're actually called Sora. Sora. Yeah, Sora. So, yeah, Soras, unlike Western castles, they're designed like traps. The whole complex is a trap. It might look like it's easy to invade, but you realize that inside the castle walls, inside, well, there's no straight path to the keep. Everything's in angles and a lot of, what do you call it, dead zones, where you can be shot at from all sides coming in. So, I mean, it's not like Western castles where it's, you know, massive on thick walls and defense and all that stuff. It's more like how to destroy an enemy from, because it's your ground, I guess. You have control of the ground and where to fight if it's your castle. So yeah, that's what I like about Japanese castles. It's they look stylish but deadly. Oh, what are these complexes? Okay, I don't know. Maybe this is part of a complex as well. Most castles are designed as deadly. European and Japanese differences may be tactics involved and in materials. That is also true, yeah. But as well, like there's, of course, different reasons to have castles. Like there's town castles where it's the lead of like the clan might just have a castle there because, you know, they're just protecting the town, or you have just a defensive castle where it's on a high hill, like some other castles we encountered during this trip. Oh yes, hang on. Let's see where this yeah, we'll go down the coast here, and we'll go straight down to this other place. Passing the town of Mato. I think these are most, yeah, there's a lot of rice fields here. But funny enough, Japan doesn't produce enough rice to feed itself. I think they import like 60% of rice from overseas. Such as the global world that we live in. Yeah, actually, I heard that rice, I think that's also kind of a thing that's happening in Japan, where it kind of affected the politics, where because I think food is getting more expensive in Japan, especially if you're Japanese, learning a Japanese wage and all that stuff. Because I heard food used to be so cheap. You can live very cheaply in Japan. But of course, there's massive exceptions. There's places like anywhere else in the world where you can spend your whole life savings on food. Because, yeah. I guess that... I guess if that does not help, that the countryside is becoming more sparse in regards to population. Yeah, that's right. Of course, you know, economic-wise and all that, there's more jobs in the city, hence the newer generations are moving to the city, so the only places where there's growth is urban areas, and all the countryside is losing population. So not only do you have a population kind of, I wouldn't say it's a crisis. I mean, it's not, well, some people say it's a crisis, but I'd say it's a problem, but I don't think it's critical at the moment. If it's I mean, if there's more work, if there's no job opportunities in the country, if there's no companies that kind of spread out around the country instead of like in the urban areas, I think, then I guess the younger generation don't have to move as much. But then you do hear of one or two young generation that decide like to be more entrepreneurial. And what's this place? This is not on the map. Oh wait, this looks like a golf course. But you do hear of stories of the younger generation moving back to their home village and taking up like their family business and all that stuff, but being more internet savvy and all that stuff, and managed to be very successful. Okay, let's do a scan here so we can find something. Yeah, the aging population, of course. This is also true. Yeah. There's also a debate happening. Well, there's a lot of... I don't know what the government's thinking now, since they've now got a new prime minister. But they were I know that the later of governments before, they were trying to boost more balanced lifestyle between work and having a life outside of work, because I think that is also one of the major issues of the low population and all that stuff, is that, well, we don't have a life outside work. We need the money. And gone are the days where I think you only need one person working in the household to earn a good living. Now you need like both the parents, and I mean, yeah, everything's just more expensive, and to have the same, to earn more or to earn the same, we have to just spend more time working and less time socializing. Oh, okay, so I did find a few places. Let me zoom in. Oh, not in the game. Well, there's an interesting village here. Oh, so that is a station? There's a few stations. But of course, it's also a lifestyle thing as well. I guess in a city, I think also having a family is expensive. Everything is a lot more expensive. Do you think Japan has an instance where democracy may be an issue, considering that an aging population would prioritize politics that benefit those who are older? That is the problem. That is one of the things that the younger generation are aware of today. Some of them don't even vote, I believe. I think quite a large number of them don't even vote, I believe, because it's like all the policies kind of revolve around older people. But yeah, that is an issue. But we'll see. Each government has their own way. I think the government also knows about this being kind of an issue, which I don't think they can afford kicking this can down the road. I really don't like when no matter where you are, I really don't like it when policies are like just ignore it until the next person in charge. Yeah. Which also means like there's a lot more young people being disenfranchised, I guess. But then again, being part of a culture where, wow, this is a interesting looking village. But I guess being part of a culture where there is a multi-layered rule-based society, as Japan is. Yeah, there's quite a number of Japanese that are kind of like getting sick of living in Japan. and just like, which is kind of similar to where I live, where it's like, you know, things are not looking great here either, and people are leaving to work overseas because, you know, you earn more by doing the same job. Okay, let's scan here. This place looks interesting. Oh wow, a few places, man. Okay, this is going to be one of those flight tours, I believe, where we won't be going to places. We'll be finding new places more than learning about places this time. This one is a bit more exploratory, I think. We'll just follow this river for a bit. I think it leads to the I think this does lead to the city of... I need to check the map to find what the name is. As soon as I get out of this... Get a good thing here. Fukui. The city of Fukui. Oh, and there's quite a lot of wind generation here. I wonder if I scanned this area too. Oh, I should have scanned this area. Yeah, the wind farms. There's a lot of wind farms propping up around Japan because I believe that they're trying to find ways to wean off nuclear power. Since, of course, I can afford... Well, since the nuclear power plant incident, we're trying to find other ways. So, I see that. Sounds like NZ, yeah, yeah. Yes, so it's complex. I know a lot of people don't like when things are like too complicated, but I think that we should be used to things being complicated. If nature is so complex as it is to understanding nature, then I mean, yeah. Don't be surprised that everything else is complex. I think the issue is more like, do we have time to sit down and just get a bit more information about how things work, how the government works and all that stuff? That's an interesting thing as well. Nuance in general needs to be acknowledged. Yeah. Sometimes I wonder, like, you know, what's push, like, you know, like, what's making people go to rash ideals or thought process and all that stuff? Maybe it's just being bombarded by social media. Maybe it's like the old-fashioned saying, just touch grass. Just, yeah. As well, like learning how governments work and all that stuff, you get to know why there's a bureaucracy sometimes. And it's like, oh, okay, it's really, there's a lot of bureaucracy because they are like going through so many policies that they're making sure other policies don't affect that policy, or else there'll be gaps and there'll be, yeah, it's... Yeah, there's a lot. Which, of course, is what it is. There's a crane here. Okay, well, I saw this cape here. There's a cape around here, I believe. Okay, that's the airport. That's Fukui Airport there, so in Fukui. But there's kind of a Cape Headland here. I'm gonna head to this Cape Headland. Looks like there's a park looking at this map beside me. Another, that's right as well, because as I learn about more complex issues and all that stuff, it's like, I really like, maybe one of my little things that I like is geopolitics, where it's like, why does a country do this and that and so forth? Why is there reasons? What are, by historical context, geographical context, all that stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay, why does a country does as it does? Which does, you end up doom scrolling a lot, and it's like, okay, hang on a minute. This country is on a verge of blah blah blah. It's like, okay. We'll see. I do like living in times where there's things going on, but living in interesting times is a double-edged sword. So, I wish that we may live in boring times. I do wish sometimes it's like, oh man, I wish things are a little bit boring, and that only entertaining things are like, you know, media and films, and we don't have to worry about, okay, oh god. Huh. There's always interesting times. It just depends on where the world you are. Yeah. Yeah. But as a world as we live in now, it's so, we're all connected, either by trade or literally by social circumstances over the internet and so forth. Let me do a scan here. That, oh, okay, there's a few interesting places there. Behind me. That, yeah. Especially where we live. If the world gets a cold, we get it too. So we're not as separate from the world as we sometimes would like, depending on what the heck is going on. Oh, is this, wait, is this a wall? Okay, I see that. Whoa, man, okay, this is unfortunate that these giant storage tanks are buildings. Thanks, Microsoft Flight Simulator. Nowadays, most issues some governments are attempting to sort out is moderating social media. Yeah. I don't know, I think I don't go on social media much at all now. Apart from Twitter, but that's usually just to check up if there's any Final Fantasy events. And check out my other Japanese creators and so forth, because I think I don't go on Facebook, although for everyone and their dog has a Facebook account, and although I do have a lot of family on Facebook, I have Messenger. Just message me. You know, that's all I need. That's, yeah. Neither do I. I avoid Facebook and Twitter like the plague. Yeah. I've seen other people's Twitter accounts, and it's like, oh jeez, what the heck? That's crazy. I don't get this stuff, but that's because I don't subscribe to. I don't follow them. I don't follow the news and all that stuff on Twitter or X, as some people refer to it now, which is a shame. Always go to Twitter, but then again, I always say Twitter because in Japan they say Twitter. There's only one X in Japan, and that's Japan X. That is literally, I think, one of the quotes. But one of the band leaders, what's his name? I forgot his name. The guy who played the drums, I believe, said when Elon Musk tried to change the name on Twitter in Japan, It's like, no, no, X is actually reserved or actually under the right of Japan X, which is amazing Japanese metal band. So yeah. Yeah, so social media, I guess, is what you make of it. I think I do remember though on the last maybe years of Facebook, I was just literally posting memes. That's all. People were crazy enough on Facebook as is, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna post memes. That's what I'm gonna do. Just post memes on Facebook. If you're here, you might as well laugh about it. The danger comes in from a person or a group of people controlling Facebook and Twitter, since they can effectively sway billions of people. True. Oh, whoa, whoa, where am I? It's a bunch of interesting formations here. Will be small islands, but I don't know if they actually have trees on them. I'll give this place a scan. I was about to go down the urban route on the map, but I realized taking the coastal route is a lot more interesting. And plus, personally, I just like the coast. Yeah. What do I call them now? Tech pros? The guys who control most of the tech industry and all that stuff. Yeah. I'm still in the belief that we have the power of the internet in our own hands. And that although we are the users of such what do you call it, services, you don't need to be like constantly be on social media. You know, you can go on forums. You can, the internet is your oyster, so don't just hang around one part of the oyster. Don't just hang out about and be stuck in one place all the time. Just, have a look around. This is a tunnel through here. That's interesting. I want to see what this place looks like in real life. Oh wait, there's a road going up there, okay. However, forums are not where you reach the most is true. But I do miss those days though, I guess, where it's like you have to hunt a bit. I do like the days where I used to explore the internet more than just it'll be handed out to you on a dish. Huh, why is this different? Did I have a fire here recently? It's all blue. Or it could be just a bad satellite data that Google Maps was using. Yeah, this whole coastline is a bit blue. Or eyes here. Yeah, I think personally, explore the internet. I remember the days where I used to literally like. This is before I went to uni, and then I realized that wiki can be changed by anyone and his dog. Where I used to just, what do you call it? Go down a wiki. A wiki tunnel. You go from one article. Oh, okay, that's interesting. But and you learn about something else connected to that article and wiki, and but okay, well, okay, and then you click on another one and another one, and by you know it, you're looking at what some scientist. when originally you're just looking about, you know, a place. Oh. Yeah. I think that's why I kind of like, well, the Japanese internet, Japanese websites in general, a lot of them are pretty old-fashioned, as in like, oh, okay, you want to look up some old, because I'm into like Japan, old 80s and 90s music and all that stuff, and city pop and rock and all that in the 80s and 90s. But to find, you know, and explore such bands, you have to go down like a few old blogs, Japanese blogs, and it's like, oh man, this is a 90s site, this is a early 2000s site. Interesting. Like going back in time and being a bit all nostalgic for a bit. Oh, is this a temple? Or is that just a house? It's like Yahoo is still big in Japan. Yahoo is still like has some control and all. Wait, are we in Kansai now? Well, okay. Let's keep on going. I'd say we keep going down here until we reach. You see that mountain, this mountain place here, Mount Kamurai. I'm gonna keep on going south until we're kind of like 90 degrees from it, and then let's just go straight to that mountain to get that mark. Although, because the popularity of Twitter and Facebook, people could more than likely refer to factual information there. Annoyingly, though. Yeah, I mean, that's one way to know what's happening community-wise. I think you should use what helps, or what's more used in a certain area. For instance, if I want to know what's happening down the road, or down where I am locally, Facebook's pretty good at that. With their communities and that. They have, where I am, there's a few Facebook communities that tell you stuff around, you know, locally. What's down the bay and so forth. Facebook's good with that. For me as well, like Twitter, of course, all Japanese stuff, especially around Japanese Final Fantasy 14 and events, so I go there just particularly for that. I think as well Reddit, although and going to Reddit, it's like, okay, let's be more nuanced here. What's happening here and there? What are people's thoughts on Reddit? Just as a temperature gauge. Not doesn't reveal everyone's temperature gauge, but you know, things in general. But of course, that's its own what do you call it? That's its own biosphere, Reddit. Where else do I go? There's also a few Japanese forums as well. I think 2chan, which is the Japanese equivalent of 4chan, I think. 2chan has a big, what's it, motor vehicle following. As long as of other followings, there's a few in-depth communities around the Japanese forums, which I kind of like, okay, let's see what they're thinking. Let's see if this part, you know, what do I think of this car? That it's but I may want to get over here. Because if I have a new, then it's like, okay, I wonder how good is it secondhand and so forth. So, oh, Atmosphere. What's this place? Looks like some pools, but could be a fish farm. I'm just gonna do a scan here. By actual information, including information that claims to be factual about evidence, doesn't help that there's a text limit. True. But that's what I say, just with the internet in general, you don't know who's a dog. You literally don't know who's a dog. People's opinions, take them as opinions. And so forth. And with news in general, it really depends on what country you are. I think with American news, I think local, more smaller local news does a better job of more of a big news outlets in America, I think, because the big news outlets kind of it's so political. But political biases are pretty jarring reading American news. But I guess, oh wait, no, that reminds me, there's man, I'm not sponsored by them, but if there was a software I would sponsor, it would be Ground News, I guess. Gives you a lot of information from all sides of a story and who's actually posting what and all that stuff. But of course, maybe this is stream promo, but yeah, I have tried it a few times. It's oh, hang on, I better slow down here. I think Google Maps is trying to load. But yeah, so it's just the time to go through these sites. I know a lot of people who prefer just to, you know, walk the dog than go through all the sites to learn what's happening. Or just stuff it. Let's just watch your rugby. There's a lot of those people that I interact with that are like, I'm just gonna go in the garage and work on my car. Oh, bandwidth is too low. Switch to offline mode. Stream's still okay, isn't it? Seems to be okay. Bush Talk is still tracking me, so that is good. So I'm just gonna keep going down here. I see that Google Maps is loaded back, so I'm just gonna go down here. And I think around this small bay, I will turn in towards that mountain, or that natural feature. Yeah. Come on, Google Maps. Okay. Okay, well, I am going to... Actually, hang on. Let me land somewhere. Just temporarily, because I need to... I need to just grab a drink. I forgot to drink when I did this, when I was sitting up. So if I find a place where I can load, where the texture should be okay, as long as, yeah, let's land here. Or maybe up here, or maybe up on the sill. Should be fine on this hill. It's just a greasy knoll. I mean, a greasy knoll, grassy knoll. I've been hanging around too many. I've been hanging around mechanics recently. So, oh, come on. Ah, okay. Hang on. While that's up, let me just also check on the stream quality. How's things going on the stream? Okay, yeah, everything's still up. That's good. Okay, hang on. Okay. And I'm hoping things will load up. The map. Actually, how's the Google Maps add-on going? Oh, leave mode. When you're away, you can turn on the leave mode. The mod will automatically switch to the default map and stop the image server. When you return, you can turn on leave mode and the mod will automatically switch back to the previous map. So if I turn on this, turn on leave mode, it'll possibly switch to default. Now, this might be interesting for the map texture. And then if I go turn on leave. Actually, hang on, while we're right here. What did I find on a map? Dams. Oh, nuclear district. A district in Fukurai Prefecture. A dam. A dam. A dam. A dam. A dam. A dam. Asua River. Okay, we found a river. Oh, we found a kofun as well. A kofun is a cultural burial mound found in Midori. Okay. So, but Midori na Yama kofun. Also, a station. Yoshizaki Gobu. Oh, it's a Buddhist temple located in what is Yoshikaza. Damn, another dam. Yeah, there's a lot of dams. I mean, that's a lot of power. I mean, man, I wonder what each dam, is it for power or is it really for... I know that there's also a lot of dams in Japan because of rice fields. They have a dam in the mountains and then they can control the flow of water for the rice fields. So I know that there's that in some places. Oh, Ichigan Kaga Kaigan, Quasi National Park. Okay, so that's another interesting place. It's just a shame though that we can only add 2 points of interest on the Bush Talk Radio each day. So 2 places of interest each day we can add. So tonight we can only add 2 places. So of course there'll be no dams given and no stations given. But I think from here we should go across straight to this Mount Kanmurai. And with that, I'll just go back to the Google Map enhancer. Take off leave mode. And close this. And we should go this way. Maybe I should go higher. Because it's going to be really, as you can see, blurry. Maybe if I go take off, keep going up to the point where maybe that blurriness would be easily we'll see. Though you can see that the textures are slowly coming back. Or maybe that's because I'm going higher. Yeah, okay. Let's go this way. It's this way, isn't it? The textures are still a bit blurry. We'll see. Oh, there's a lake there. Oh no, that's not the lake, that's the ocean. Oh, and that's the city. Okay, we'll go to the city on our way back. Oh yeah, it's really blurry from here. Still blurry. Let's go higher. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with Google Maps. Well, more like the Google Maps server, what the application does is that it grabs the Google Map information from the Google Map servers and puts them into the game. So I don't know if this is Google Maps doing this or if it's just the app not doing this. But I see the mountain here. This white dot is the point of interest. So we'll head there now. Oh, okay. It's maybe because we entered a different region now. It is The map is getting better. Alright, I'm gonna glide. Oh, I'm gonna do a scan here. You never know what you'll find. Alright, here it is. Mount Kanmurai. Okay, there's a few 4 targets found. This looks like a rocky-ish mountain. And there's a lake here, but it's not been
Mount Kanmori is a mountain located on the border between Gifu and Fukui prefectures in the Chubu region of Japan. It is 1,256.6 meters tall and part of the Yoaku Mountains. It is also the source of the Ibi River. The mountain peak has a small area that can only hold about 10 people, but it offers an unobstructed 360-degree panoramic view. There is also a triangulation station on the peak. There is one prepared hiking trail on the mountain, and it takes about 2 hours to reach the peak. At the beginning of the trail, there are several steep climbs through an old-growth forest. There is a fork in the path near the peak. The left fork leads to the Kanmori Flats, while the right leads to the mountain peak.
Ah, okay. I'm curious. There's this lake here that could be made by a dam. I would be surprised. But I'm just gonna go down into this lake. I don't see any points of interest at this lake at all, so I'm just gonna glide my way down there and see if it is come on. Oh yeah, there we go, there we go. Oh. Okay, I'm just gonna... Okay, that's interesting, that there's cliffs and all that here. How many seconds? Oh no, 19 seconds before I can scan. Okay. Oh. I don't see any villages or any... Oh wait, no, there's a road there. There's a road below us. There's a road right there. I'm not sure if that is a real road. Is there a dam at the end, may I ask? Well, not only that. Is this what? Is this an actual road? Or is this... I hope that's just a bridge. That's just a very angular bridge. But for some reason... that looks wrong. Yeah. Though, because this goes into the bushes, I think the road just ends... From the top, it looks okay. I could see why. The road just ends there. But from the top, if we just go up from, say, this direction, oh, it's like, okay, but it just ends there. It's like one of those haunted locations where it's like, what's this road? Just ends at a cursed shrine. Yeah, I did see the some of the cars go down it too. Some of the vehicle assets come falling down a cliffside. It's like, yep, could totally happen. It's haunted right here. I am... Okay, we can scan. Oh god. Sun flash. Let's also get rid of that there. What? Okay, I found 4 targets. None of them are at this river. This lake. Let's go over here. Okay, this looks like a normal bridge. Although, of course, thanks Flight Simulator for thinking cars drive underneath bridges. But of course, that is maybe maybe they fixed that in 2024. That's something to ask if anyone plays Microsoft Flight Simulator 24. Can cars drive on bridges? Yeah, let's go to the end of this and then turn around. Like, what's this? This looks too perfect. This knoll. It's like shape. This is like something that you'll find in a video game. Oh man, this is a busy bridge. Oh no. So many trucks, Phil. And they don't use the bridge. Oh god. I almost got attacked by an eagle there. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yep. Yep. Definitely cursed. Definitely cursed. That knoll looks like erosion waiting to happen. This entire valley is haunted. It's... I mean, look at the cliffs and all that. It's like this lake was planted here. This bridge. But, I mean, I can see it from this angle too. It's like, yeah, all those cars just falling to a doom. Yeah. I'm not haunted. This place is haunted. Okay, let's come down here around the yeah. I don't know. Especially when there's no points of interest coming up when I'm around here. Like, I'm just looking at the other map, the VFR map, and seeing if this is a flight-free area. Because you can tell where zones where you can't fly, I think, in a certain way, at a certain altitude. And yeah, this is basically when, yeah, yeah. But you know what? If you want to know if it is a dam at the end, well, it's damn if you do, and it's damn if you don't, because I don't know what's going on here. Is this a dam? Is this... What is the purpose? What's the purpose of this road? Where does this road lead to? Oh, okay, it leads into mountains. Okay, at least it leads somewhere to this lone haunted mansion that is here. Buildings without roads? Is this an abandoned settlement? What the heck is this place? There's a road which is like over here. I'm talking about the amphibious vehicles and cliff roads. No dam. Worst river ever. I'm more concerned about these haunted buildings, this haunted village. Am I gonna be cursed if I land at this haunted village? There's like... Why is there buildings there? I feel that I'm touching cursed ground. Though, it does invoke one of those stories as a kid I used to... Wait, what's that story? Of like, I think there's this ruins. I do remember reading a story, and it was also had illustrations about a mystery that there's these ruins, some in some random place, but at night it turns into a full village and everyone's a ghost. But it's a cursed village, so in daytime it's ruins, and at night it turns into a village. And I think what happens in the story is that these kids, I guess, who are playing detective, found why they were haunted and all that stuff, solved the mystery, and it broke the curse, and it became a natural village, normal village. But it feels like it's missing fog. And maybe I found a location of Silent Hill. I don't know. Where is there actually... I wonder where Silent Hill is located. Because that's a franchise I need to get into eventually. If I'm going to play more horror games. And I'm just curious. Is it a real place? Is it based in a real place? Because, yeah. In any case, I'm going to get out of here before it gets dark. Oh, Silent Hill is set in the US. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, what was that game that's like set in, And a mansion in Japan then. Or I thought there's this Japanese mansion that inspired, maybe that inspired Silent Hill. I don't know, but there was this Japanese abandoned mansion that inspired a Japanese horror franchise. Oh, gonna give a scan. Yeah, 5 more targets found. None of them are connected to this lake. Hence, I think this lake in Microsoft Flight Simulator is a mystery. But apart from that, I think we've finished off Choshu region. I think we should head to Kansai. So yeah, we'll head over to this urban city here. Called, I don't know that kanji, so... let's go down here. But I swear it was a Japanese game that was inspired by an abandoned mansion. Let's go check down here. Oh, let's go over here so I can see the YouTubes as well. Okay, just moving around a few windows so that I can actually see bits of a map. Let's go here. Then we can take off this way. Oh my god, sun glare. Oh, look up. Okay, let's just aim for that edge of the sun. Is what? Okay, let's not look at the sun. Let's not look at the sun here. Go down this way. Am I going to make it? No, I'm not. Okay. Let's turn this way. We'll head this way a bit more before we turn up. We may have to look at the sun. Yeah, over this ridge line. Prepare yourself. Yeah, okay, this is going to be interesting. Oh, I see. Wait, is that something in front of me? Yes, it is. Can I... No, I'll be able to turn in time. I'm just going to initiate this. Yeah, this is why I prefer flying an omnicopter. I can fly any other helicopter, but to zoom around like a madman in the mountains of Japan, I think you only can do it in the omnicopter. Oh. Abandoned mansion in the Japanese design, perhaps? True. There was a documentary of it, wasn't there, on YouTube, I think? I know that, I think the movie of Silent Hill, I know, wasn't it Silent Hill the movie? And I know that was in America. Can I make this? Yes, just, but not enough. Okay. Yeah, I think I remember watching the Silent Hill, one of the Silent Hill films. Is there multiple Silent Hill films? All I remember is in the beginning when that lady walks into the village and everything's all full of fog, and the Pyramid Head man. And maybe the creepy nurses with no faces and have bad posture. Yes, I only recall having... Oh, okay, having 2 films. Ooh, power lines, better avoid those. Yeah, I think I only seen the first one. Although I think I have, I think I do have a Silent Hill game. I don't know which one it is. I think I need to check. Good that you only have to see the first one. Wait, don't tell me the second one was a B movie. Don't tell me, I mean, I know that, yeah, Silent Hill 1, I think all I remember was, yeah, Pyramid Head, creepy nurses, and a foggy village. Yes, the second one was indeed a B movie. Oh no. Oh no. The amount of second movies of a franchise, or they try to make into a franchise that look bad, was, I believe, was an epidemic. It's like, oh man, the first movie was so good, let's make another one, but half the budget. It's like, not sure if that works. Or even what is worse is that they had more budget and I still made it worse. I don't know what's actually. I don't. Maybe that's worse. Or maybe different director. Sometimes that happens, and it's like Hollywood or whatever. Maybe the studios in charge want more control, and they add in their own thing, and that ruins it, I guess. But usually, it's usually hard to do a video game film in general. True. Yeah, I remember my disappointment watching my video game film, which was actually at the time, I didn't think, at the time when I did see Silent Hill, the movie, I didn't think there was any games of it. I think I saw the movie first before I knew there was games of it. But what I did see that I knew was a game of was I think, was it Doom? Was there a film called Doom? And like there was, oh my god, I almost ran into this. I just saw this power line. Yeah. Playing the original Doom, or playing what, Doom 3, I believe, which was like you're fighting aliens, and then seeing that there's a film of Doom, and it's like got, I think, The Rock in it, Wayne Johnson, I believe. Oh, I think I got his name right. And that scene where it was like a first-person perspective of shooting stuff, it was weird. Because one thing, it was like, okay, they're showing a first-hand experience of shooting monsters in the face, but you're not doing it, and it doesn't look like a video game. It looks like a movie's first. It looked weird. It got a, yeah. I was kind of disappointed. Even more disappointed because I bought Doom for a friend. And I thought like, oh, this looks awesome. Okay. He likes the actor as well, so I was like, okay. Must go higher. Avoid power lines. Yeah, there was a Doom film, yeah. So not only was I disappointed, I don't know what my friend's opinion was of it. I didn't ask. I was too afraid to ask, that I just bought him a crappy B-grade game based on a film based on a game. But I myself was disappointed because I have not seen it myself. I think that was the last time ever I bought a movie for a friend that I did not watch. I think from then on I learned an important lesson to watch films before I give it to people. But yeah, here was, I think I only bought the game. I bought the film for my friend because he was a fan of the actor. I should have bought The Mummy instead. The Mummy 3, sorry. Oh, was it The Mummy 2 he was in? He was the Scorpion King. Though, then again, there was a Scorpion King the film, but that was way after. Where am I going? I'm just rambling now, and I just realized I'm just been following this let me get on track. You're supposed to be going to Kansai, but instead I'm being what? Instead I've been distracted. Oh, let's get over this ridge. What? Oh yeah, that's right. There's a city here too. It's center on us. Turn this way. Glide. Huh. Just following this valley that's below us. That's right, head this way. Can I make it over this? Yes, I think I can. No, I won't be able to. Oh yep, I saw that. Okay. No, don't have enough. Oh, come on. There you go. I think, though, Flight Simulator doesn't control maybe road traffic. Oh my god! Ah! Oh jeez! Oh no! I just saw that. Oh my god! Man, likely for sci-fi vehicles with unknown materials, not known to man, why am I zooming in and out? Not known to man at this time. That would have destroyed a helicopter. But this is an omnifopter. So. When did I get my license again? I got my license to fly from this guy named I don't know what his name was, but apparently he was dead. So I was borrowing it. But apparently in the future though, I don't think you don't need licenses, I believe. Apparently they just use a thumbprint and they just load the data like, I think you're eligible to fly this plane. Okay, let's head this way around here. Oh. Man, although it's lucky that I am flying the ornithopter, because if it was a helicopter, that would have required a restart. Because a helicopter would have... I don't know, I mean, if a helicopter crashes, then it will possibly land on its side, and the blades, well, of course, even in Flight Simulator, the blades would just cut through the ground, I think, and I wouldn't able to get ourselves up. Oh, let's go this way. Oh wait, I think this is the outskirts of the city anyway. Oh, yeah. Let's do a scan here before I crash. Oh. I suppose you don't need a license to crash. That's true. That's true. As I say, especially if you're learning on a motorbike, I think you haven't really learned until you had your first crash. Which is kind of funny because when I myself was learning on a motorbike, I think I had my first crash when on the same day I bought a new motorbike. It wasn't new, it was a old second-hand motorbike. What's it, a Suzuki GM or something like that. It was an old ex-farm bike and I was learning on it. But I had a few things wrong with it and I was trying to fix it as well, but yeah, I crashed while practicing on it. Ooh, up this way. Okay. Let's turn this way. Oh, there's a few interesting places on the map here. Stations. Oh, there's a shrine. Okay. Oh, better watch where I'm going. I think that's a sea, so we'll go down this way. Of course, the sun is setting, so we better... Oh. Check where we're going. Yes, so yeah, when I crashed on my first, when I had my first motorcycle, apparently when I bought it, the what do you call it? The accelerator cable. They were pulling. Well, every time I turned left, or yeah, every time I turned left, it will pull on the accelerator cable, and it will accelerate the bike. So when I turned right, it was normal, but when I turned left, it was tricky. But yeah, so when I crashed, luckily it was in it was at the local school parking car park. And I was just practicing, you know, turning, doing, you know, sharp turns and all that stuff with a friend who was also a rider. And I remember turning left, it accelerated, I straightened up, but it kept on accelerating, and I was heading towards some bushes. And I think when I went over the curb of the car park, I was like, oh crap, I'm gonna crash into these bushes, and oh well, I'm gonna see if I can get on top of my bike. So when I could tell that the bike is gonna tilt to, which way did it tilt? It tilted left. So I got on the right, so I put both my legs on the right side of the bike, and when the bike crashed on its side, I was on top of the bike and we slid into the bushes. I think the only damage I did to myself was that I think my left leg was on the exhaust pipe. And at the time, I didn't feel it. I was so like into the mode of, okay, I'm gonna crash. Let's just make sure I'm on top of the bike and not underneath it. But I didn't feel my legs burn until like after. After I slid into the bushes, took off my helmet, and it's like, oh man. And looked at my legs, said, oh crap. Yeah. So yeah, that left a kind of a scar for like maybe 4 months. A burnt patch. But yeah. Lucky. Yeah, yeah. Oh god. Okay, there we go. Unfortunately, I think during the lockdowns, because it was an old bike as well, old Suzuki GM, that I got it for a steal. I got it for like $300. That I think other components started falling apart as well. And of course, I was still a student. No, actually, wait, was I still a student? I was kind of a part-time student working and all that stuff. And I was like, well, I had to get rid of it because I didn't have the funds nor the time to fix it. So yeah, I do want to start learning to ride a motorbike more and all that stuff, but yeah. True, are you sure it was a steal of the state it was in? It did give me the experience to ride. It did give me the... Well, I mean, when it did work, when everything... Yeah, when it did work, it gave me quite a lot of experiences of riding a motorcycle. All that stuff. It did barely pass when I got it. The warrant of fitness and all that stuff. It did barely pass at the time. But, yeah. So, I mean, you know, I didn't regret it. I didn't regret it. But will I ride again? Yeah, well, I do want to ride again, but maybe not where I live right now. Maybe I'll ride if, oh, definitely I'll start driving again when I'm maybe out of the city. Maybe when I'm not in a, well, there's less people to worry about. Because I do miss driving. I do like driving and riding. It's just, I don't know, other people. I do love driving around coastal roads, taking the corners and all that stuff. And actually, now and again, when I do visit my yokai family up north and so forth, I do like, you know, like, hey, are you going to this place? Do you mind if I drive? Because I still got a license. Still valid for like a lot of more years. It's just, yeah. Maybe that's why I also like maybe that's why I like four-wheel driving as well. It's not you and other people. It's you and nature. It's you and trying to get these four wheels over terrain. I'm assuming you're not near coastal roads to enjoy it. I'm actually, well, where I am right now, I mean, I am at a coastal road, but it's more urbanized. It's really urbanized where I am. Oh wait, what's this random smokestack up here? Yeah. Maybe that's why I like more places where it's more wild. Places where there's like... Maybe... Well, I mean, I have... Where I used to drive and all that stuff way back in a past life. In one of my other past lives... I used to drive around places where it's a cliff on one side going down into the sea and a cliff on the other side on the side of a mountain. So I'm used to, you know, roads like that, windy roads. Common inset roads? Yeah. I mean, common coastal roads, I should say. I mean, I think inland roads are, well... Yeah. What's this place? This looks like a factory, random factory in the middle of nowhere, and there's a city here too. Let's, oh, I can't do a scan. But we're at this small city here called Suruga. There's a point of interest here too. Alright. Is it dark enough? I don't know. I can still see. Let's look around. Well, there's not interesting place near Suruga. There is a point of interest at this headland, so let's go up this headland before it becomes really dark. Yeah, there's a headland up there. Talk about some roads inland when they're winding around and round hills and valleys. Yeah, there's a few of those. For where I did live, most of the inland roads are more, really flat and straight. And of course, most of them are metal, which is actually really good for rallying. If no one's talking. it's I don't know. I like coastal modes better. At least you can stop and just, you know. Oh, what I used to do sometimes during the holiday periods, when I used to study in this past life, is that I used to take my fishing rod with me and just, you know, I wonder if this is a good spot to fish. Fish here for like, you know, an hour or half an hour, then move on to the next place. I'm gonna do a scan here. Five targets, and especially it's around that city. Okay. Another thing too is, well, my old car, my old vehicle, it was a 90s vehicle. I think it was a Nissan Sentra, but it was a hot hatch. So Nissan Sentras, I think it was a model called the ZX, and that was like a hot hatch or a hatchback. But there was the ZXE, which was a sports model. And I had that model. There was also someone that I knew that had the normal version, and it was a manual. I mean, funny enough, most of the vehicles I've ever driven were kind of automatic, in a way. But yeah, it was. It felt really sluggish compared to the ZXE, the normal ZX. Oh, jeez, okay. Wait, hang on. Where's the music? Did it stop? Oh, it did. Okay, let me refresh that. Oh, okay, this is a Sugura nuclear power plant that's coming up. And now it's like, oh, since now I'm also quite into JDMs, which is Japanese domestic market vehicles.
The Tsuruga nuclear power plant is located in the city of Tsuruga, Fukui Prefecture, Japan. It is operated by the Japan Atomic Power Company. The total site area is 5.12 square kilometers, with 94% of it being green area that the company is working to preserve. The Tsuruga site is a dual site with the decommissioned prototype Fugan nuclear power plant. Construction of 2 new nuclear reactors is currently planned. However, there have been several delays due to the need for seismic upgrades, even before the March 2011 earthquake. As of 2014, construction has not begun on the 2 new reactors, although a tunnel has been completed linking the tip of the peninsula with the existing Units 1 and 2 sites.
Oh. Unit 1 and 2? Like an Evangelion? No, just joking. Okay. Well, Let's have a look around here as well. So, okay, man. But a nuclear power company is actually preserving this area. Let me also go into my cockpit. Where's the dome light? Okay, oh, let me straighten up. Is that the dome light on? Dome light's not on. Dome light. Uh oh. Yep. No, you don't. Come on. Dome light is not turning on. Okay, that's fine. At least the lights are coming on. At least we can still see. I wonder what Japan is gonna pivot to if not nuclear, because to be honest, renewables cannot be a complete replacement. Not for a while. Yeah, I mean, I think it's also a technology thing. Like the advancements of technology, the first generations or the first few generations until there is a kind of a substantial improvement are always going to be a bit rough. I think this is with all technology. So, if nuclear with I think as well. I don't know. I think what's it? Not nuclear, but there's fusion. There's quite a few. I think companies or quite a few places that are kind of trying to get fusion reactors to be done and all that stuff. So nuclear is just one, but fusion is the other. Nuclear is when you, of course, you know how nuclear reaction works and all that stuff to create heat, and that creates power and all that. But fusion reactor, that's what a lot of places are kind of racing to do, and that I think that's fascinating as well. So you know, it's not just nuclear now; there's other types. So increasing AI usage is also going to eat into the power too. Yeah, but I mean, AI, I still don't trust it because I think AI is still too dumb. I mean, it may think it's smart, it may collect information, but I think it has to have to work with us and with our tech and all that stuff, and to understand our needs, to help us through and all that stuff. I mean, heck, we still have problems without AI. Imagine AI helping us with that as well. I mean, that... yeah, I mean, of course, there'll be companies that'll be pushing, you know, AI and all that stuff, but... I got a feeling AI will be regulated. I mean, is it? I think AI is regulated, isn't it? I know certain countries are starting to regulate AI tech to be used for AI. I believe. Oh, it's getting really dark. I wonder if I can put on my panel lights. They are on. Landing lights are not turning on. Okay, that's fine. Let me just turn around here. and head this way. Let's find a place to park, because now it is that time. Oh. Yeah, it's getting to the point where you can't see much. Of course, if you're in an urban area, still lots to see, but as you can see, there's nothing to see much. Oh, here we go. What's this? Gonna put down my landing gear. Okay, what about down here? What about on this pier? I think that's a pier. Or maybe just Google, maybe just Microsoft Flight Simulator thinks that that is I don't know. Okay, let's keep going around here. Or is there a place near that? That looks like a warning station in a way. Oh no, or maybe it's no, it's just piping. Okay. It's parked near this village then. Oh god. Can I still see? Yes. Is there parking here? Alright, I think I have to park. Actually, yeah, let's just park here on this ridge. Should be fine. Just back a bit. There we go. Oh. All right. My wing's a bit of an angle because... Okay, let's just slowly adjust that. Oh. Oh no, oh, I'm on a cliff, Oh, up, high. Was I on a cliff? Oh yeah, I'm on the edge of a cliff. Let me just... I may be going a bit wild here, but I'm just micro adjusting. Here, then turn, land. There we go. Ish. There. How close am I to that cliff? Okay, that's alright. AI is not quite regulated yet. Oh. You mean nuclear fusion reactors? Yeah. AI is not quite regulated yet. It's a new development and it takes time to form new laws. Yeah, yeah. But it's gonna be the Wild West. Yeah, so it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a bit more chaotic until it gets. Yeah. All right. Open these doors. Engine stop. Ah. Oh, that's near that tree, but oh well. And then fold. You mentioned fishing. In that case, have you attempted big fishing in Final Fantasy 14? Big fishing? I mean, do you mean ocean fishing or trying to get big fish? Because I have. There was a time where I tried to get big fish. I think it's when I was in my old FC, like years ago, maybe 2 years ago. And when I recently went, yeah, when I think what, a month after, and I was current, and I was like leveling up my fishing and my mining. And I think I was in charge. I think it was my turn to redesign the FC hall, and I wanted like a few big fish and all that stuff in the aquarium. No, so yeah, I think I spent some time trying to find a way to fish big. But no, but with ocean fishing, no, I haven't. I always missed out on catching that boat. There was always something happening, and it's like, oh god, the boat. So yeah, I never managed to get on a boat. So yeah, that is still something I need to do, but that's a side. That's another thing. That's like a side content thing I need to do. Big fishing is basically fishing to aquatic proportions. You mean like the biggest fish possible? In a way. Is this related to ocean fishing as well, or is ocean fishing just mass fishing? Oh, no, okay. I thought it was like, wait, is that like a I was thinking of Final Fantasy 14. I wasn't thinking of real life when I was reading that. I thought it's like, oh, okay. For those who love to feel pain, yeah. I believe if you want the ultimate pain, I think the title is World's Biggest Trawler or something like that. I think that's a title. If you like pain. But then again, I already feel pain by not having enough time to do anything that I want to do because I'm still busy trying to do stuff that yeah. Oh wait, yeah, it's like I think there's an event on tonight. Yes, last night I missed out on the show in Bismarck. In that performance in Bismarck because when I said to Zaf, I'm gonna take some shut eye. Again, I made a mistake of like taking a shut eye until the morning. Yeah, but where's the last one? The biggest, I think the biggest one is on tonight. Let me see if I can bring it up. So the big one. Because there's 3 shows in a row. I understand if people miss out on a Wednesday one and a Thursday one, those are working days in a way. So I mean, that's, you know, that's a given. That's normal. But if I have it bookmarked, one of the bigger shows. Wait, what's the date today? I have to make sure that. Okay, it's the 10th. Oh, wait. Oh no, that's on the 26th. Okay, that one is okay. That's on the 19th. That is the Halloween night. Well, no, I will announce that later on. This one is on the 18th. That's the big. Okay, don't worry about that one. I'll announce it tomorrow. The Rock After. Here it is. Oh no, this one here. Yeah, this one. I mean, yeah, you were really tired, true. True. But that's the thing when you... And this is what keeps me from... This is what... It's like... It's a gift and a curse. Being into, like, community events and all that stuff. And sharing it and all that. It's like, oh, there's so many things happening. I'm gonna do some wild stuff tomorrow. At 1 PM before Zaf joins me at 4 PM. If you know what that means. Yeah, so this. So yeah, the Rock After. I think the last one is here. Yeah, so this is tonight. Yeah, Friday. At 10 PM JP time. So that will be like at 1 o'clock in the morning. So yours here, Rock After, Cafe Orchestra, Tokage, and Ram. So some orchestrations there, and some metal as well. In Bismarck Materia, yeah. Ward in the Goblet, Ward 15, Plot 11. And when you get there, it's literally, they made the whole, this one particular street, I think I did show photos of it, you know, this one particular street, just the stage, and you go onto these platforms where you look down, yeah, and cheer them on and listen and all that stuff. So yeah, it's neat. But yeah, that's, yeah, 10 PM JP time tonight. Oh. Apart from that, I think I have to keep on having one eye on Twitter as well, because when is this? I see it. I see it. There's an event. Yep. The Halloween event, seasonal event, that's coming up. I will look this up. When is it? What date? 17th. Okay, so we still got a couple of days. That's all right. That's all right. Okay. Okay. So I will check that out tomorrow as well. But yeah, I still have to keep one eye on Twitter, because you never know if there'll be an event on. Man, Though, bro, though, if you want to go back on Twitter, check out the hashtag of there's this like AI videos of scary short films that people have been making. If you want to scare yourself or find things amusing, follow this hashtag. Or have a look at this hashtag. It is called... Let me... 10-second AI horror challenge. So it's when people make... And of course it's in Japanese, so... You may have to look. This is only... I think this is in Japanese, but... yeah, this hashtag here. So this is a 10-second horror AI challenge. People are just making these creepy videos, like, you know, this guy who is panicking and all that stuff. But then it's like, wait, he has a knife on him. You know, and it's all AI stuff. But it's like, okay. Yeah, it's great, especially these ones here, where it's like, it's just creepy in general, and the sound makes it better too. But yeah, check out that hashtag. That's great. Any case. Oh my god, it's totally dark now. The stars are out. Oh my god. Any case. Yeah, so the next stream will be at 1 PM Inter time. In Final Fantasy 14, I'll be doing some wild things. And then we'll be doing some role quests. Some caster role quests. And then... what else? We'll see what else we have unlocked. If not, we'll unlock Sage as well. I wonder if I'll do something involving trypophobia with a horror challenge. True. Yeah, that'll be interesting. But in any case, I better end here. I wonder if there's anyone I wonder if there's anyone I could raid. Okay, that one is... a lot of them are playing... oh, Ragnarok Online. Yeah, I think I'll just end it here. Normally sometimes I do raid, but I don't know, a lot of the flight simmers now are like, well, sometimes there's a lot of automatic flying happening, you know, people doing long hauls, and they leave it streaming with a plane or auto flying until they reach a destination, then they come back and land manually. But yeah, I think I'll leave you to it then. Any case. Oh, and as well, on Sunday, Base is back. And with the return of Base, we will be resuming Abiotic Factor. Yeah, so it's been a while since we played that. So it'll be nice to come back to it. Though I saw it as an update, so I don't know how that's going to affect our save. So we have to ask Base if we want to update our client or not. Oh, farewell. Yeah. Have a good night, and you too. Yeah. Yeah. So, any case. I hope everyone had a great morning, dinner, afternoon, tea, supper, and everything else in between, wherever you are in the skies. That is all from me, Manteum, and I'll catch you guys later on the next. Oh wait, hang on. Let me just bring. Where is? Here it is. Yeah, I need to fix my Stream Deck controllers as well. Yeah, and I'll catch you next time on the next Halberd and Rifle. Farewell.